Hello, this is J Mcpherson from Indie Game Studios. I make games. Games are important. Back in ancient Egypt, there was a game called Senet. It's one of the first games ever invented by mankind. We, mankind, play games. The animals and creatures we associate ourselves with play games as well. Cats, birds, dogs, they all have toys and puzzles they enjoy. Ancient Egypt had games. Senet is probably similar to the modern game Mancala. This is an immensely strategic game, but moving small rocks around a board. It's competitive and immensely challenging. What defines a game then? To me, there are two things a game can have in it that define it as a game. One is a puzzle. A game can be solved, beaten, or won. These puzzles are always mathematical in nature and always teach a person new ways of thinking or behaving by solving one. Two is a story. A game can tell a story through its actions and the events within it. These two don't always have to be together to be a game, but they are most powerful when combined into a larger whole. We need games. We need them badly. Humans are not healthy if they're bored. We need these puzzles and feelings in order to be healthy. Proper cognitive health requires regular challenge, learning, and adaptation to new environments. Stories are a required part of being a human. They show us other people's lives in an attempt to help us sort our own lives better. We only process the world in terms of stories. We see them around us, and not matter or energy. What about Minecraft? Minecraft is an amazing game. When I'm not working on my own games, I'm typically playing it. It is stunningly visually beautiful these days, and it's reliably well made. It contains endless puzzles and mathematical challenges for players to learn from, and share. But it very carefully avoids telling a story. It has no story at all. It has puzzles, but it does not pair them to emotion. This is its genre, and it excels at that genre. My video game project Dragon Engine aims to have an even mix of both. Are games art? Well, if they are, then not all of them are. Art to me can be defined as any work made by human hands for aesthetic reasons. Games are made by humans. Video games are at least. And many of them do exist for the simple fact they look good. I don't mean they have overwrought processing or rendering power behind them. I mean they exist to be pleasing, to mean something, to tell a story. I'd like to conclude this video with a quote from one of my upcoming novels. The novel is named Shadows of Roses, and it's a love story. Our protagonist is Tavern, and his dialogue here is with him and his fiancée Lucica. Tavern is male and is a professional florist. What is beauty, Tavern? Beauty is real because it makes itself real. That is what we call art. All else is shadows. Shadows of Roses. That book is probably 20 years away because that's the only line in it I have written. Maybe think on this. I know I will. CJ out.